TayRayGun's Legos. Bricks and toys.
Alright, toy fans. So, hey, I got another build. Now, this is one I had been sitting on this thing and holding off forever. I mean, everyone's pretty much reviewed this at this point. So, it's like, there's part of me, it's like, what's the even point? But I enjoyed this so much, I built it, had it crash out, and took it back apart to build with you again, because why not? This one's kind of fun. I'm actually really glad I got it. I got it on clearance for $16. I'll put the link for the Amazon one here. But yeah, this is pretty cool set, and it's got some things I really enjoy. So I have been like just geeking out on cyberpunk stuff lately, and some of that could be because Lumabricks, you know, they put out some new things, and I got a new set coming out, or I got a new, not coming out, I've got it, a new set that came out that I picked up, the Police Urban Convoy, and I was like, you know what, I really need some trauma team stuff. So I was like, you know what, this is perfect. It's a medical van, and it'll probably stay a medical van for the most part, but there's stuff in here that's like, I dig this, right? Comes with 2 minifigs, a van, gurney, skateboard, essentials, right? Comes in 2 bags. Now, here's what's cool about this. It's got opening doors, opening back, medical bag, your syringe up there, a little bit of some environment, skateboarder, cast. Really cool stuff overall. It's only a 6-stud white car, which is fine because I like those, right? I like the 8 studs. They're just a little too big for the city. But yeah, this is pretty cool. It's got kind of a Euro ambulance sort of vibe to it. But one of the things I really enjoyed is that boom and boom. So we got 2 books. So today we'll put the truck together. Tomorrow we'll put this one together. But much like the food trucks, it comes in 2 separate parts. I love this because now we can have a medical bay thing. I'm gonna look at this, probably rebuild some of this down the road. Not obviously not now, but if I want a trauma team drop box, this is probably the way I'm gonna go. So I absolutely love that we have these 2 things separate. I dig it. So we're gonna hold off on 2. We're gonna do 2 tomorrow. We'll do 1 today. I don't need the app. I'm going to go from the book, if that's okay. It says, I like these books. These are fun. Here, we'll put that up there. Put this right up here. What is it? It's got Build Your Way. Oh, app and then the other. Okay. And I guess you could choose between bagger 1 or 2, but we're going to go bag 1. Let's go with the direction they got. So we got this. Our bag's already open. And let's put our minifig together. So we got our body, we got our head, or sorry, torso, head, hands, arms, hairpiece. We got our minifig legs, and they are printed. Look at that. So it's all printed. Pretty nice. Got some nice silvering on there, reflective stuff. He's got printing on the back with the medical emblem. I dig this. All right, we're going to put him here. We'll put them right here so we can still see them in camera. How about that? All right, so we got our frame, and it is that long kind of standard frame. We're going to go ahead and put our restriction or friction pegs in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So obviously this is supposed to be, I think, 6 and up, 5 and up. Directions are very simple, but that's never stopped me from wanting to build anything. All right, let's see. Now we need 2 white 1x6 plates, 1 sky blue 2x4 plate. We're going to put our 2x4 right down here. Boom. And then our 1x6s are going to snap into this area here. I do like that they have that. Alright, so we got a 2x6. We've got a so we've got 2x4 inverted slopes, 1, 2. We should have a 1x2 silver grill tile. There you go, right here. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. Oh, we also need this. And 2 1x2s. And then a 2x6 brick. And the turquoise on this is nice. It is very, very, very vibrant. Gives me a Trauma Team sort of vibe, which I absolutely love. Going this way, this is going to go right in here. And this should go right on the back. Oh, we're still building. So we need 1, 2 transparent red. And then 1, 2, 2x3s. 1, 2, 3 1x6s. Okay. That should go 1 here, 1 here, and then we're using these transparent red plates as brakes. And then 1, and then the turquoise, and then the yellow again. Now they're striped here, but when you look on the sides, that'll give us that hazard striping, which is pretty cool. Let me tilt that just a little bit more over there. There we go. And then we're going to pop this right onto here. And it's cool because it's almost like a little bit of a catch there, like a trailer catch, but it's not a trailer catch. Okay, now we need another transparent red, and then a 2x4 in the sky blue. I'm going to put 1 here. That transparent red is going to go here. Now, I think that's going to be covered. That feels like that's a little bit of a loss. But something that it could be the fact that it's in price, right? So one thing that I was working on, so I have been building a cyberpunk parking. It's like a pizza parking platform, right? Nothing big. And I've got the original one up here that I built. It's actually a roof of a cyber city building that I did. That's got coffee shop, medical bay, and then it's like parking with like a pizza thing on there on the top. It's actually kind of cool. Just a parking spot, like a platform. And I was like, well, I'm going to take this thing and put it into Studio or Bricklink and build it there and, you know, offer it out, because it's a really, I like the design. It's a cool design. So I started going through, and as I am learning the process of everything, I ended up looking, and it was like, hey, there's lots of these parts that don't actually exist. You might want to change it. So I'd have to change it. I was like, hey, there's colors that don't actually exist. I had to change that, and then finally got everything set. Couldn't do the hoses. I still haven't learned how to flex hoses the right way. So I just changed up the design, and 255 pieces turned out to be like $170 something. And I'm like, good Lord. So I was like, that can't be, like, that can't be, no one's gonna buy that design if it's that expensive. So I was like, I need to go back and like reevaluate this. So I went through, learned how to change colors, how to get things based off of price per part. And so I started actually getting to look at retired parts, normal parts, rarity of parts, things like that. And so I was actually able to price and understand how pricing for some of that stuff goes. And because of that, I brought 170 down to, I think it was like $47, which is great. And now I'm working on the booklet portion, trying to get that set, and figuring out if I want to try to make it as a mock on Bricklink, or just do it as a PDF plan on Rebrickable. And so as I'm learning all this stuff and learning how to do it, it one of those things came to mind, that like something like this that was a light lavender, because I wanted to bury a cookie sandwich in the middle of the build. Light lavender brick was like $3.24 because it's a very rare brick apparently. And so I had to go and change those things and be like, all right, so we're going to do this instead. We're going to use this color. We're going to change this. And it felt nice because it was an actual like design process, and a process where I'm looking at it and saying, okay, what's the most cost effective way to do this? And to be quite honest, like after I was done and got everything said, there's a part of me that's like, even though I own the original mock, and I'm going to eventually, incorporate that into the city and everything, there's a part of me that's like, I want to upload the plans, and then I want to put it into Bricklink and actually order the parts and have a actual model of what I created and have the plans printed and everything, and possibly turn around and like sell it, because I think that would be like a really cool piece. But now that I'm learning the ropes, learning how to do things, I'm actually like trying to figure out how to put certain things together. I'm pricing out because I want to make some minifigs, and looking at probably some dry stamping, things like that. I'm just like getting into it, but I'm thinking of it in the way of a business model of things as well, because I enjoy this stuff and I enjoy it so much, and I'm good at the designs, and I really want to push it. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I wonder what designs, hey, I will let you know, of course, in community, everything else, when they're up and available. And if that's something you're interested in, go get you a set. I'm trying not to price out anybody on the cost of the plans. So as I work on the plans and get them set up, I'm also kind of calculating my time to make sure I'm getting some of my time back for the plan, so I can at least break even. Now, it doesn't cost me anything to make the plans, but it does cost me in time. And I think that's where I'm like, how do I recuperate that? All right. So we've got this beautiful 6x6 plate. Surprisingly, those 6x6 plates in, or no, it was 8x6 plates, I think, on my build in black were kind of expensive. It's weird how the market adjusts and works for those things. But yeah, I was quite surprised to see just how much like one brick costs versus the other. Like there's some pretty interesting stuff. So, all right, got a couple doors. Here's what I love about these doors. Man, these are old school doors. One of my first brick sets I had that my grandfather got me is back in 1980. I think this one came out in 1986 or 7. Now I had space sets before this, but took me to the local Walmart in Jasper, Texas, and it had a little octane racer, and it had little doors like this. And I just remember being blown away. It had doors like that. It had an opening roof. I'm trying to find a vintage red chin strap space helmet to put on my minifig, because I found all the parts, like the printed chest and legs for the vintage figure. And so I've been putting that figure back together. And there's a part of me that's like, oh, one day I'll put all the pieces together. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but at least get the other stuff. I know the castle set. What was it? The Ghost of the Black Monarch's Ghost set. That's another one I'd love to put together. That was like one of my favorites. Had a little ghost in it when I was a kid. Man, that was. Though Lego, surprisingly, because I love action figures, don't get me wrong, but Lego, that was still my jam. When I got a good set that I enjoyed, and I loved it because the minifigures and stuff were small enough to put in your pocket. Though you also lost pieces, it that came apart. And that was the one killing thing about it. It's like, ooh, I don't think I like that. It looks like there's enough room in that cab that we could actually move that steering wheel. I'm going to keep it as is for right now. But I might be moving that. Got this bad boy right here, so we're going to be building out the front of this. One. And then we need these two. 1 and 2. One goes here. One goes here. I like these slopes because then you're able to build like a whole thing. Surprised they didn't put printing for the paramedic emblem there. That's kind of surprising. I figured that would have been like, we got to do this. Put that print right there because of the fact that that was like, it's the front of this. If you pull up on somebody, even though lights are going, I think having that emblem shows them, hey, it's an ambulance, get out of the way. But, you know, it also could have been that it also costs a lot more to get that particular part printed versus what they already had. Again, printing versus blank parts, how many you have, like all that stuff, it all ties into one another. The marketing aspect of building blocks and how things work. And again, I wasn't even aware of it until I started doing my own designs and pricing them out, and then learned to realize, oh yeah, there is a whole market thing involved in this. Now we do get this emblem up at the top, so we do have that one on the top. Just weird because it's kind of tilted back. You don't really see it. All right, that's gonna go there. And clip that into place. Look at that, man. All right, and then let's take a look. I'll go ahead and put that on there. We got our wheels. All right, I think I already got this one set. So we're putting these little radar dishes in our hubs. I like that we have these. It's interesting because these rubber pieces are like kind of tied into the plastic. There's a part of me that likes the idea of putting the rubber on there, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad that they started going this direction. Ooh, man, that is fast. Ooh, I like this. Okay, so we got our minifig. Oh, we got one stud left. You know what I'm going to do? Looky here. I'm going to take this off right here. I'm going to put this over here, so it's another kind of emblem. We're going to put that right there, so it's kind of off to the side. We'll put our minifig in here. Racing to the scene. Ambulance Joe looking for some healing. He's been in a bad relationship. He's looking for healing. Alright, so that's the truck portion. Now, it's empty back there. I'm not too keen on that, but I guess, you know, if you want to get a finger under that, it makes sense. Yeah, dude, that is cool. Of course, you got the doors. Oh, alright. Yeah, man, I like this. And then let's see, what else they got? Nada. Open that up. Got the door open there. Next part is the back of this. And let's see. Yeah, so we got this one. We put that one together. Put that one together. I still have not got that one. It's debating at this point. But man, yeah, like I love, like I say, that was a fun set. I know it's a 4-up, but that was a great set. If you don't have the red tractor set, this one here, that's a great set. It really is. It's a lot of fun. All right, well, listen, hey, that's all I got for this one. Like I said, I'll put the link for this set down in the show notes, so if you want to get it, get out of the shop. I get a small commission. Those commissions are not much, but guess what? They're going to add up over time, and I might be able to buy a set that I can address or fix lights or whatever I need in here, because there's a lot. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications to be alerted if anything comes from me to you, or don't. Listen, if you don't want to, don't do it. But I would really, really appreciate it. Hey, like this video. If you do like it, like it. Show YouTube that you like it. Share it with someone that you think that they'll like it too. And I'll have more block building action figure goodness coming up down the road, right? Always, always comment. Let me know how you feeling. Let me know if you like this stuff. I like commenting back. If I miss it by a week, hey, I'm going to try to get on it as soon as I can because I love talking with you all, okay? Hey, listen, that's all I got to say about this set. Really nothing else to say. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll build up the second portion of this, and we'll move on from there, okay? Hey, thank you all for showing up. I love you all. Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the build, and happy brick hunting.